Alright, we're going to do an infinite flight tutorial. I think we'll do California. So what you got to do is you got to find your airport you want to fly out of. You can type it up here. We're going to go out of LAX, which is super popular on this app. Alright, we want short taxiing, so you always want to park up near where the runway is green to make your taxiing shorter, unless you like taxiing, but I don't think anyone likes taxiing. Alright, now we're loading up LAX, Los Angeles International Airport. Alright, it's nighttime there, but we don't want to look in the dark, so we gotta change the time. Alright, there's that plane. We're not going to need much fuel because I'm going to fly down to San Diego. So, looks like a good amount of fuel there. To get a pushback, you push ground services up here. Now you got to hold it down, toggle down to push back, attach, tug. You got to release the parking brakes over here. Push back. Alright, you're going to want to get on that yellow, main yellow line. It's over to the left in this shot.
Los Angeles traffic. Mike Alpha X-ray.
You might want to watch it on 2 times speed so you don't get too bored in the tutorial, but I think you'll probably learn something. There's a fighter jet going overhead.
Los Angeles traffic, Air Force 3, going around. Los Angeles traffic, Air Force 3 is 4 nautical miles to the east at 500 feet, inbound for landing, will make straight in for runway 25 left.
Alright, we're going to take it from here. Attach tug. The parking brake for a second. Was an airliner landing. Very busy airport and infinite flight. Alright, we're going to taxi on the yellow line to this runway. Now we could call the tower too and say, we're taxiing. What's the runway name? 25R. Oops. Okay, take your eyes off it for a second. Taxiing is a pain in the neck for us. It's just that it's not easy. It's not made to be easy on this game. Alright. Wow, there's a lot of air traffic coming in. Any more? Nope, we do have a F-16 flying around though. Or whatever it is, F-22. Here he goes. Alright. Flaps to 5. Runway 25R.
Los Angeles traffic, November 1 Alpha Bravo, taxiing to runway 24 right.
Los Angeles traffic. UPS 885 heavy, taxiing to runway 25 left.
Los Angeles traffic. Cargojet 767.
This is the casual service, so we don't have to be too careful about all the rules, but really haven't broken any rules yet anyway. Alright. Flaps to 5. 25 right. I'll try to get out on the center line. It's difficult. Like I said, it's just a mobile app simulator, so it's not going to be perfect. You can use, I don't know if you know this, but you can use autopilot to take off. You don't do that in real life, but let's try it. But that sets your heading, and it just makes the takeoff, I think, easier. Alright, so you take off the parking brake, get rolling a little bit. Oh, you're going the wrong way, buddy. Let's see if there's anyone else in the way. Nope. Wow.
Los
We're
Angeles
getting a little bit
traffic.
off here.
November 954
It's not
Delta
around here.
Golf is taking off runway 25 right.
Okay, well, not
Departing
fast
west.
enough. Rotate. You want to just start short, small at first, and then increase. Gear up. I guess we'll do 2,000 feet per minute. And you gotta hit that. You gotta put the speed at 250 because we're on 10,000 feet. That's the rule. That's the golden aviation rule right there. Alright, now that's LAX, so we're taking off there. We want to go down to San Diego. Okay, here it is here. San Diego. Once you click San Diego, the runway we want is 9. Runway 9, you want to set your navigation so you can land on the ILS approach, which is Instrument Landing System. In other words, autopilot will land the plane for you. Alright, we're going direct into runway 9. Vectors to final, add to flight plan. And now we're on our way to San Diego. Looks like it's about 22 minutes away, but we're gonna go above 10,000, so we'll be able to fly faster. 3,500 right now. Not gonna get much above 10,000. It's a very short flight. There's Los Angeles, California. Very populated area. On the other side of those mountains in the back here is where Edwards Air Force Base is. That has a ton of runways, and I think one of the longest runways in the world, where the space shuttle would land when it needed to. So if you're ever interested in that, you can go back there and beyond those mountains, Edwards Air Force Base. Alright, to cut out some time, I want to go above 250 right now. Flaps up. Just lay on that one. You can put your flaps up right after takeoff. So long as you're in the air and getting your positive rate going. Otherwise, it burns a lot more fuel. Here we go, San Diego. We're heading to San Diego. Alright, you want to see over here by this flashing red dot here. 51 nautical miles. That's 50 now, NM. 49 nautical miles. And it'll count down to 0. When it gets to 0, I'll turn it on, and it will reduce the altitude of the plane to land at 0. Well, it'll reduce the altitude of the plane enough to get dialed in on the approach mode. The approach mode doesn't work, which sometimes it doesn't on this. Then you're set up to just manually land the plane. It's an interesting port. The south area of Los Angeles. I don't know much about this area. I have been there. I was there in Los Angeles when I was 17 years old. I stayed at UCLA for a week for an educational program I was involved in. It was fun, you know, and we saw Universal Studios, and we went on the Warner lot, and the Disney lot, the Paramount lot. Saw a TV show, taping of a TV show. One of them, I can't remember which one it was. I think Warner. Saw a movie premiere, a sneak preview of a really stupid movie that I don't even want to remember. But I think the people at the studio, the movie was so bad, I think the people at the studio skipped a reel to get us out of there faster or something, because it just was so bad it didn't even make any sense. So I literally think the studio had a bunch of teenagers, 17, a bunch of teenage people my age, and they possibly skipped a reel, which a reel is 20 minutes of film. They didn't have video, obviously. The movie theater back then. This was 1989. Alright, we're 11 minutes from the airport. We'll just speed it up a little bit. We're going to start our descent. Hopefully you're on 2 times speed, because I don't think I could watch this if I wasn't on 2 times speed. I watch a lot of videos on YouTube sped up, different speeds, 1.25, 1.5, 1.75, and 2. They don't go faster than 2. I'm going to start the vertical navigation, which is the will line us up with over here where you see 2,000 feet, Sarge's waypoint, then Gatto waypoint, both 2,000 feet. And then we'll just land at San Diego. Very easy. Should be easy. It's a very easy game once you learn the basics. But I guess getting to know the where to go to do a flight plan is the key thing. Basically, you do click this world thing, this right here, and then you to do your flight plan, you click on the airport
November 821 Oscar
that you
Alpha is
want,
taking off runway
and
25
then
right.
it'll
Departing
show you
north.
your runways down here, and then you want to select approach. You want to pick an ILS runway for autopilot to land. Not every runway has that. So at this airport, runway 28R does have that, but none of the other ones do. That's just an example. Of course, the bigger airports
Los
have a lot
Angeles
more
traffic.
ILS
United
runways.
2373. Taxiing to runway 24 left.
Alright, we are reducing our altitude now. 8 minutes from the destination. Next waypoint, 4 minutes away. Down here. I checked that down there. I usually set up my fuel here. My vertical speed in. If you can, you want to land
Los Angeles
plus or
traffic.
minus
American
100
3
feet
too
from
heavy.
there.
Holding short runway 25 right.
So smooth landing, but there's no time to look at that, so I really don't know. You have to watch that in the replay to see what that reads right before you land. Distance to destination 54 nautical miles. The altitude is going down. This is MSL's mean sea level, which is fine because we're landing right on the ocean, basically. San Diego's on the ocean. And ground speed 414. The airspeed's on this screen over here. 335. 335 knots. Alright, we're going to keep it going fairly fast for now. 316 to the next waypoint. 316 to the next waypoint.
Angeles traffic. American
Waypoints
32
named
Heavy is
for
taking off runway
famous
25
people,
right. Departing straight out.
Various things. Who knows where that came from, but they probably go back decades. I'll explain a little bit. I think I mentioned a couple other waypoints and like Shula near the Miami airport in my other videos. Shula, Shula, he was the coach of the Miami Dolphins, and that is a waypoint near the Miami airport. Alright, here we
Los
come
Angeles
up
traffic.
on Mouse.
November 821
2
Oscar
minutes, then we'll take a
Alpha,
left
going
turn
around.
to runway 9 at San Diego Airport. Below 10,000, we'll obviously be slowing down by now, but I just want to get this flight going here. Our flight plan has its over the ocean. Of course, you can do whatever you wanted to. If we wanted to, we could have flown over land the whole way and landed at runway 27. Now, you probably know this, but the runway numbers come from the degrees, a circle of degrees, and they drop the 0. So
Los
9 is
Angeles
90
traffic.
degrees,
Alaska
and
1126,
27 is 270
taxiing to
degrees.
runway 25 right.
That lines up with this
Los
indicator here.
Angeles
See that?
traffic. November 413
So if you were heading in on
taxiing to runway 25
runway
right.
9, well, you'll see when we go to runway 9, our heading indicator will be on 9. So it's a nice way to do it. Instead of numbering was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wouldn't make any sense. You number them by navigation. Runway 9 is 90 degrees on your 360 degree circle. Right now we're at 138 degrees. Right, 136. That's our heading. Left turn will bring us to 90.
Los Angeles traffic. November 954 Delta Golf is taking off
Runway
7
9
left.
because they dropped the zeros.
Departing straight out.
All right, here we go. Mouse waypoint. Left turn. We gotta start to slow down now. I'm gonna bring the speed back a little bit. Let it drop. I'll put the spoilers on just to get it.
Los Angeles traffic. Frontier flight 6400. Taxiing to
When
runway
you're descending,
25
it's
right.
harder to slow down, obviously, so you have to.
Los
Eventually,
Angeles
you're gonna
traffic.
have
November
to extend the
413
flaps.
Whiskey Echo is taking off runway
Slow
25
down.
right, remaining in the pattern.
And also create more lift on the plane while it's going slow, so you can land. Alright, here we are. We're in working our way to heading 090. Gonna straighten out here in a second. On the spoilers for landing. Put the flaps to 5 and go to 190. Once we get to 3,000, we can engage autopilot. Not autopilot, the approach mode of autopilot. 3,000 feet or less, and under 200 knots, which we are now under 200 knots. Plane is using vertical navigation, as you see right here, to reduce the altitude to 2,000 feet at the next waypoint, which is Sarge.
Los Angeles traffic. November 954 Delta Golf is taking off runway 25 right. Departing straight out.
Alright. We're heading 102. We're going to take a slight right to heading 090. Reduction of 12 degrees. Or turn of 12 degree turn. Get straight onto 090. Then we're going to land on runway 9. San Diego International Airport. San Diego, California. If for some reason our ILS doesn't work, we're going to need to, what we do is we use this little map to manually steer the plane while looking at this. That's happened to me a few times on this game. So when I hit the approach button, I never know for sure if it's going to work or not. I don't know if it's just the 737 or not. I tend to fly the same planes I fly, the 777 and the 737.
Is taking off runway 25 right. Departing north.
You know, mostly here. I stick to Boeing. My Airbus has different, features, and there are different things about them that work a little differently. So I think it's best just to stick to one brand of a plane anyway. Boeing planes are
Los Angeles traffic. United 2373 is taking off runway 24 left. Departing west.
But those are made in Europe, obviously. France makes Airbus. Boeing is American. Alright, here we go. Hit the approach button now. Okay, turn green. The LOC green locked in. We are going to land with autopilot. And that will take over the altitude now too. Steering, everything will be done by autopilot. And it will land the plane. The only thing we have to do when the plane lands is we'll set the auto brakes. But we do have to keep the center line of the runway with this simulator, and we have to put the thrust reversers on right after touchdown. Spoilers will pop out. We need some more. Need some more flaps. Slow down a little bit, won't you? Slow me. I like to look at the side view of the plane. You want it to be level as it comes down. So we're going to drop our gear here. And you can see it is level. It's basically perpendicular. It's going to be face down a little bit, of course, but generally it's a level, has a level look to it. We drop the speed a little bit more. Flaps to 25. Heading's 96, what we're going to land at. So it mustn't be exactly 090 if we're heading at 96. And we'll probably round it up or something. Round it. I like the red blocks. You're not not doing autopilot. Say the ILS system failed. These red blocks are a lifesaver because the graphics, let's be honest, in Infinite Flight are good for a mobile phone, but they're not great. So it's hard to judge. It's hard to see a lot. And
Angeles traffic.
of course, if the
Flight
weather was bad, it was
6400 is
cloudy.
taking off runway 25
Wouldn't
right,
be able to see
departing west.
Alright, here we go. Coming in for a landing, San Diego International. Just in case the brakes don't, the auto brakes don't work. I get ready to hit the regular brakes too. There goes the center line. See how pulled the plane to the left. I'll get back on the center line. I shouldn't be doing that. Auto brakes look like they did work, so. Then we're just going to turn it over this way. Another airport that doesn't have any terminals. It's amazing how many airports in this game do not have terminals. I mean, is it really that hard to do that? Or maybe they have some on the outside. Well, that's for another day. Alright, LA to San Diego is